Hi, everybody. Coming up on 6:38 right now. Just wrapped up our 6 o'clock broadcast. Please let me know this is coming through loud and clear. We are tracking severe weather moving through the area right now, and the potential is there for some of these storms to produce strong winds and large hail, and they are supercellular in nature. So I want you to please let me know where you're watching from, and this is coming through loud and clear. I see Westminster's in the house. Dee Dee's watching. Thank you, Dee Dee, for watching. We've got Lillian watching right now. Patricia's watching. Thank you all for tuning in as we're tracking this severe weather as it rolls on through the area right now on live Super Doppler 4. And some of this does have the potential to produce large hail. And that severe thunderstorm watch has been issued for a large part of the upstate and for northeast Georgia. If you're new to this channel, you're new to this page here, please at WYFF4, we encourage you to subscribe to this page, whether it's the WYFF YouTube, our Facebook pages. You can follow and then turn on those notifications. Very, very critical in situations like this that, hey, you're on the go. You're going to go to practices and whatnot, because right now we're clear all across the upstate. But for the mountains, that severe weather is beginning to roll into the area. And the concern here is that as we move forward here, the potential is going to be there for us to get some more of these storms to turn severe in many areas. So as I turn on the Doppler radar, you can see we've got our first severe thunderstorm warning that is for Macon County, North Carolina. This for hail that looks to be in the excess size of 1 inch. It also has the potential there for winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. So watching this very closely, and it won't be long before some of this activity begins to roll into the upstate. And notice this one across Macon County, North Carolina. It is supercellular in nature. The good news, what I could tell you, what I'm so thankful for right now, is the fact that this activity doesn't have a whole lot of rotation in the atmosphere. So specifically looking at this from the National Weather Service in Greenville from Macon County, at 6:37 was when that warning was let out. It goes until 7:30. The hazard is there for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. This could lead to damage to vehicles with the hail and wind damage to trees and power lines. Some cities included in this are Franklin, Ellijay, Scaly Mountain, Otto, Rainbow Springs, and then Colusa. So watching that closely, and likely will not be the only one that we're tracking here in the next couple of hours as we've got more activity. Each one of these rolling through the area has potential to turn severe. This activity over Stevens County and northeast Georgia back through Clarksville, this has some very heavy rainfall with it and does have the potential to really ramp up. You've got a couple of these different special weather advisories, special weather statements in Helen, Georgia, Gainesville. Each of these showing the case that we have up to 40-mile-per-hour winds and pea-sized hail. So it is severe weather. It is just it is strong storms, I should say. It is just not growing up to the level that possibly could be severe. So friends, if you will, please let your friends know you're watching this. Go ahead. I've got the chat open right here. If you'll go to the share button right there, that would help me out. Share this to your family and friends. If you don't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. So what we're watching right now is these storms back through northeast Georgia, able to slice them in half right here. This storm goes up to about 30,000 feet. If it gets up closer to 40,000, that's when we're going to get this stuff that's in northeast Georgia to turn severe. And there is that potential as we move forward that this does. As I'm zooming in on it, I don't see much in the way of vertical development beyond, say, 20,000 feet. So we're going to be watching that. This activity out of Helen back through northeast Georgia, certainly packing a punch. Let me turn on the Atlanta radar. That'll give us a different view of this. We'll look at it from the south. Might be better to turn on Morristown. Let's go to switch that over here. As I switch the radar to Morristown, Tennessee, yeah, that gives us a really good look. Different radar networks give us a different idea of what's going on. And looks like we got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Cherokee County, North Carolina. Here, this one for quarter-sized hail, more hail than wind, and this is an extremely big hail maker. And that's the threat here as we move forward, is that these storms certainly have the potential to give us some large hail. Gatlinburg is just getting pounded right now. Where are my Gatlinburg folks? I know somebody watching right now on my channel. My family loves Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, popular time of year to go. Boy, it is just coming down right now. Lots of heavy rain. It is just really, really hard and heavy there. Let's turn on the lightning here, as we've likely got the potential for quite a bit of lightning associated with this activity. I'll turn on 5-minute lightning data. Yeah, quite a bit of lightning here across Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, stretching off toward the north there. So watching this severe activity, we got a special weather statement here from Madison County, just north of Asheville. This going toward the communities of Mars Hill. This goes for another 17 minutes. Pea-sized hail and wind gusts that are pretty high, up to 30 miles per hour. So the main name of the game right now is this activity over Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. That is going to roll into areas like Mount LeConte, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So if you have family that are staying right now up in the Gatlinburg area, it is just absolutely pouring, and that weather is quite severe. All right, you see at the top of your screen, you'll see warnings when they're issued. Bottom of your screen, got a new look here. I've been working hard to help code some of this activity to give you a look at where severe thunderstorm warnings are at, and it updates in real time, which I hope you appreciate the new look there. All right, is this coming through loud and clear? Everybody hearing me good? All right, let's zoom into this storm right here that's over Macon County. We got Cherokee County, North Carolina included in this. This would be for Cherokee County and southwestern Clay County. Quarter-sized hail, damage to vehicles being the main thing. Hayesville, Andrews, Murphy, and Nantahala would be areas in the path of that. All right, so keep that in mind as we roll on through. We can put a track on this activity as it rolls on through these areas from Andrews pushing off toward Highlands. This is moving at about 35 miles per hour. It'll be in these areas: Rainbow Springs, Oak Hill, Addington Mill, McDonald Mill, Blossomtown, Cozad's Mill, Franklin in about 46 minutes. That'd be about 7:30 for Franklin. Fulchertown, East Franklin, Dean, Scaly Mountain, all those areas within the next 48 minutes. Farther to the south, if you're watching me right now in the Upstate, we have a ways to go, but our storm activity will be coming in at some point this evening. I think some of it could be on the severe side. Let me switch things over to the Peachtree City radar. Gives us kind of a southern look at this activity. And it's rolling on through. I mean, it is really pouring here. This storm over Toccoa in Stevens County does concern me that it probably could be our next severe thunderstorm. Watching it, it's got some really heavy, and it's got a supercell look to it. And again, as I look at it in 3D, it certainly has that look of a tornadic storm. Thankfully, we do not have the wind energy in the atmosphere right now to give us a high tornado threat this evening. If we had just a little bit more tornadic ingredients in this cell over Oconee County, Stevens County would concern me a little bit more. But each one of these is a cell off by itself, getting to about 25,000 feet in elevation. So pretty cool 3D look right there at it. But this is some really, really heavy rain moving into Toccoa right now near Cornelia, and it's pushing off toward the airport there in Toccoa, near Avalon as well. We've also got a special weather statement back through Gainesville. This is another supercell that's going to head into Commerce, then eventually Livonia. This cell, let's see, putting ID on it, looks like it's 40 mile per hour winds, pea-sized hail. That's moving into these areas. So let's map this one out when it'll be moving into Lake Hartwell and surrounding areas. Let's put it at 40 miles per hour because I do think it's moving rather quick. So giving you an idea, it's about 200,000 people in the path of this storm here from Franklin County to Stevens County. Homer in about 45 minutes, Hollingsworth, Mount Pleasant, Carlin, Hebron, Alvin. All right, and then we get in here to Cromer's, Carnesville at about 70 minutes. That'd be about an hour. So roughly 8 o'clock for Carnesville, Livonia, Tom's Creek, East Sonali at about 8 o'clock. Avalon, Livonia, right at Lake Hartwell. So it's getting to Lake Hartwell at about 8:15. All right, so that's kind of the way things are shaping up for that storm in northeast Georgia. Gumlog, oh, give me some barbecue. Where are you at, my Gumlog people? Chickasaw Point, Bowman, Shoal Creek, surrounding areas. All right, I'm going to look at a computer model here in just a moment, but I want to get to these storms beforehand, show you what's going on, because more heavy rainfall is beginning to move into these areas. And if you're watching right now in Toccoa, this cell is moving off toward the east-northeast. So as it does, it's going to be producing some more heavy rainfall in these areas Right now, there is no severe thunderstorm warning for this, but this activity that's moving out of Toccoa into Anderson County will be moving toward Fairplay in the next 30, 45 minutes. So 7:15, 7:30 moving into Anderson County out of Georgia. It'd be in Seneca at about 7:30 or so. Townville at about 7:30, 7:45. Clemson University in about 45 minutes. So if you're in Clemson right now, a lot going on here and there and everywhere. 7:30 is your timeline for some storms in Clemson. And then moving toward Pendleton, LaFrance, Sandy Springs, Denver, Central, Norris, West Anderson, Lebanon, and then Campbell in about 66 minutes. All right, so let's look closer at the computer models. I want to show you an idea of what's going on right now, what we're going to have for the next couple of hours here. Let me pull up my computer models, make sure everything's coming in loud and clear, and we'll show you what's going on as we look closer at this activity. There is the warning. Let me look closer at this and load our activity here as we look closer at that warning that's going to be rolling into the area here very shortly. So you can see the computer model mapping out what we have here. We've got storms rolling through the area right now. That crawl at the bottom of your screen gives you the details on the severe weather. I'll get that radar back up for you here in just a moment. But what I can tell you here is that as we move forward here, we're watching out for this potential of additional thunderstorms to be rolling through. So in this activity, this would be here at about 8 o'clock through 9 o'clock. So 8, 9 o'clock, Greenville, Greer, Spartanburg, Anderson. This model shows some very strong storms rolling on through. So the time frame here would be putting some of this strong activity rolling through these areas here within the next 2-3 hours. I'm watching it closely here on Live Super Doppler 4, and if anything turns tornadic or severe to the point of I'm seeing damage, I'll be cutting into programming. So as you're watching TV tonight here on WIFF4 and NBC, we'll be letting you know what's going on. But right now, Lawrence to Greenwood, through Spartanburg, seeing some strong storms. Elberton, Clemson, Anderson, all seeing some very heavy rainfall with some lightning. I'll show you that lightning detector here in just a moment. And most of this, thankfully, 10, 11 o'clock, the severe aspect of it pushes off toward the east. That should be it for us through the night. We'll wake up to dry conditions tomorrow. However, I do think as we go through the day tomorrow, there will be a chance for more thunderstorm activity that will be scattered about town. Let me put a further out model here. This would show us through 2, 3, 4 o'clock, some isolated downpours that could be strong to severe would roll through the area 4, 5, 6 o'clock, and then by 7 we're drying out, and that's it. We are going to see a calm, clear, beautiful week ahead. The weekend looks very, very nice, albeit a bit on the cooler side for us. Let's analyze some of the severe aspects of this. I don't see high tornado ingredients, and here's why. There's just not enough wind energy in the atmosphere. Don't get me wrong. I'm thankful for it. I'm so grateful we don't have any wind energy in the atmosphere. That said, in any environment this time of the year, a tornado is a possibility. I need to watch that closely, and you know I'll be dialed in on it. 8, 9, 10 o'clock would be the time frame. If we get a spin-up tornado, that's when it would be. All right, that's when I would see that possibility coming on through. For the most part, I'm just seeing strong winds being the threat. But these are supercellular type thunderstorms rolling through the area here, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. I can't rule out that some of them begin to rotate. We've got a new severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued here for western North Carolina. This one is a new one that we'll show you right now. Let me flip on back to that. Here is Doppler radar, and let me zoom up to North Carolina as we're getting this new warning to come on through. This does include Haywood County. This does include Jackson County, North Carolina. As we analyze this warning, it's for 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's for 1-inch sized hail, and this warning goes until 7:30. So this does include Jackson County, Swain County, Haywood County, North Carolina. Cities included in this are Bryson City is where the storm's located, near Newfound Gap, moving southeast at 45 miles per hour. So Dillsboro, Newfound Gap, the Blue Ridge Parkway near Balsam Gap, Cherokee, Whittier, Waynesville, Maggie Valley, Balsam Mountain, and Webster, all in the path of this as it's rolling on through. And it's got some really, really strong winds with it, hence the new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's map out a few of these cities as you're watching this right now, getting your evening going. I know there's a lot going on this time of the day with ball games, trying to get everything in order for the rest of the weekend. Watching this closely. Let me put a different looking track on this. Try that one more time. There we go. 45 miles per hour. That would put it in Ravensford, Cherokee at about 14 minutes, Indian Hills, Paint Town, Olivet, Fisher Creek, all in the next 30, 45 minutes. That said, we're watching this activity. That is the storm that was rocking and rolling out of Gatlinburg. In fact, let me turn on the radar out of Tennessee right here, as that'll give us a slightly different look than looking at it up from Atlanta. Yeah, that gives us a good look. I mean, this is the same storm that was over Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and ask those folks, it has been rocking back that way. So thunderstorms are going to be strong to severe as we go into the evening hours here, and many of us will have an opportunity to hear that thunder, see that lightning, and that heavy rainfall. The timing for Greenville, the timing for Spartanburg, the timing for Anderson looks to be between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. It's rolling on through. And look at this, folks. This severe thunderstorm warning just got upgraded here for Gainesville. I'm not seeing any tornado possible tags in any of these warnings in northeast Georgia, which is certainly good news. I didn't expect that to be the case. I didn't expect tornadoes to be a concern here. However, this time of the year, you just never really can tell, so we have to watch that. Right now, the main hazard would be 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail, and that is a cell that is in northeast Georgia that if it continues on its same path, as you can see here, it's moving basically due east. So we could do this, draw a line due east, and just give you some rough ideas as it's moving on through. This will give us a lot of cities, but this storm has about 500,000 people in the path of it, as you can see from Gainesville eastbound. I'll scroll through the cities on your left-hand side of your screen. Carnesville, Sandy Cross, Toms Creek, Easton Alley, Bond, Martin, Avalon, Cannon, Royston, Livonia, Bowersville, Gumlog, and then as it rolls into South Carolina, Fairplay within the next hour. So by 8 o'clock, it's crossing over Lake Hartwell and into Anderson County in South Carolina. Reed Creek, Newburgh, Townville, Ruckersville, Pendleton, Denver, Star, Centerville, Iva, West Anderson, Lebanon, downtown Anderson between 8:30, Lake Succession, Levelland, Williamston, West Pelzer, due west, Abbeville. All right, so all these are in the path of these storms that are back through northeast Georgia. We got to watch them closely because it's going to be rocking and rolling here before you know it. Folks, what can I help you with? I know you got the evening going on here. We're going to continue to keep you posted around the clock of what's going on here. So let's dive into the chat room here and let me know what you're watching, where you're watching from, if you will. And if you're new to the page, go ahead and hit subscribe. I see Easley's in the house watching from YouTube. Thank you, Tina. Hit that subscribe button, hit that share button right there. That'll let more people see what's going on, and we'll be able to get this conversation going. So, Tina, you'll got some storms rolling on through Easley here. We got Princeton in the house. Toccoa, Linda, you're probably seeing some heavy rain. Candler's in the house. Amber. Will Williamson get it bad? Certainly some thunder and lightning, certainly some heavy rainfall in those areas. How about Brevard? Brevard will get it within the next hour, hour and a half. Georgia right now looks like you're going to get some strong storms. I'm watching them closely. They've got some hail cores. They've got some strong winds. When's the bad stuff going to pass into Liberty? We'll be watching it closely here. Eastward extent through about 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Tigerville to TR. Bob, thank you so much. Spartanburg by 8:30, 9 o'clock. Pelzer's in the house. Hi, Pelzer. Simpsonville. Becky's watching from YouTube right now. Thank you, Becky. Simpsonville looks to be around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Teresa's watching from Pickens. Well, Greenville see bad stuff. Looks like we could see some strong storms 8 to 9, 9:30. Watching that in Tennessee as well. All right. Belton, probably about 8, 8:30. Toccoa happening now with some heavy rain, lightning certainly over you. Fountain Inn, Lawrence, 8, 8:30. Liberty. Sound like I'm singing the commercial. No. Liberty, you're going to be about 8:30 or so. Pelzer, South Carolina, looks to be about 8:30 as well. Piercetown up to Spartanburg, Reedville, Moore, probably about 9 o'clock. Oakway. Debbie's watching from Reedville. Thank you. Got Lawrence in the house from YouTube. Thank you for watching right now. High winds in Williamston or just rain. Looks to be some gusty winds in Williamston. Old Fort's just relaxing. I don't blame you. No problems right now in Old Fort, but you got some storms rolling through about 8:30 or 9 o'clock. There'll be some evening thunder boomers coming on through. Could be loud for a lot of us here. Toccoa to Chesney, Anderson, Malden watching right now. I'm going to continue to keep you posted on this, folks. So, again, what I'm seeing here is the fact that we're going to see some more thunderstorms roll on through. I've got live Super Doppler 4. I've got our sky cams I'm watching very closely. As we move into this evening, the threat is there for some storms, especially with this activity in northeast Georgia. Boy, I'm watching it closely. Should anything turn more severe, I'll keep you posted.